What is up, YouTube? Four Leaf Cards here. Hey, thanks for clicking. We are telling stories. This is, I don't know, the fourth or fifth video from the National. Lots of things to cover. I got a pile of stuff all around me. Still trying to figure out what all happened. I did forget to mention this cup in my $5 finder's fee. And again, I can't even remember who the heck gave it to me now. But that is pretty cool. Reggie Smith. 7-Eleven. Reggie Smith had a pretty good time there. So nice, Reggie Smith. But anyway, can't remember who gave that to me. If it's you, let me know. And we have come to the end. There's one card left, and it's a pretty special card. I'm already starting to get watery-eyed. Jeepers creepers, this is going to be bad. Anyway, so by now, because I'm like the last guy making national videos, because I didn't get home till Wednesday. But anyway, it was such a great national. I was fortunate enough to be in a house with some of the best people in the hobby. I mean, there's plenty of good people out there too, but we've got a good group of guys that all got together and got a house together. It's originally it was kind of the misfits, and then we had some stragglers that we were trying to put together, and I was originally looking at two smaller houses that were close to each other so that we could hang out every night and not have to drive anywhere, after having a couple drinks. It started off that way, and I was asking a couple people, what are you doing? What are you doing? I want to be next to the misfits because I like hanging out with them. And, we said, well, I think we decided, well, why don't we try to get one big house and all just stay together? And my gosh, am I glad that we did that. So I went out and started looking, and we were throwing a couple of houses back and forth. And I actually booked one of the smaller houses just in case. And then we stumbled upon this absolute stunner of a house. I mean, just enough beds for everybody, which was important. And a nice area to hang out. And this was an absolutely beautiful house. Pool table, foosball, air hockey, which we didn't even use any of those, but it had things to do if we were bored. Big screen TVs everywhere. Absolutely gorgeous patio with a jacuzzi and a big table outside, and a yard and a fire pit. And that just was like, we got to do that because that's what we want to do. We want to hang out, and we wanted a nice area to do that. So I ended up somehow being the guy that booked this thing, and I just took the bull by the horns, I guess, and said, I'm just going to do it, because if we don't do it, somebody else is going to take it. And we locked it down sometime last September or October or whatever it was. Pretty fresh right out of last year's national. And, so somehow I got to be the point man. And once I have it in my mind that I'm going to do something, I've got this go big or go home attitude. And so I instantly started planning for it back then and started accumulating little things. I had 2 tote boxes, and I just, whenever I got something for the national, I put them in the tote box, and little gifts for people, and little things that people were saying in the text thread, because I wanted to make it special. Taking a little breath here, but it was special. I wanted everybody to feel comfortable and not want for anything. I wanted to make sure we had, drinks and food and fourth meals and even fifth meals, because we stay up late. And we did do that. There was a night where I put a pizza in the oven at like 3:40 in the morning, and the pizza was done at 4 o'clock a.m. and we ate pizza at 4 a.m. And I wanted to make sure that was all done so that we could do that. And that was my goal, is to get everybody in. I made a Google Doc that had people, what people wanted to eat or drink, when people's flights were coming in, so that we could make sure that we got people picked up. And thank you to Scott very much. He was a very good driver and very instrumental in making it all work for everybody. So a special thank you to Scott at Reindeer Studios for that. And He actually picked up all the meats for me, just because logistics kind of coming in a couple days working, and Scott was able to get the meat and keep it cool at his house, so we just had to bring it over that day. So thank you, Scott. But just wanted to have a nice, comfortable place for everybody, and I think I accomplished that. It sounds like everybody was happy, and didn't think anything of it really. That's just that's what I do. Oh man, these guys are crazy. Anyway, so people are asking, what are you after? And I said I really want to work on my 58 and 59 sets, and so you see those cards out front. We're part of finishing up those sets, and the stories there are crazy. The Clemente is Dawn's card that George bought that was in James's case, and I ended up buying it, and George again was gracious enough to give me a good deal on that so I could have it in my collection. And the Mantle was kind of a team effort on the last Saturday. That was Sticks and Seams that found that, and then found me, and we went over and got it, and that was the last one I needed for the 58 set. But that day, I noticed a couple things. I saw Rick pull Dylan aside, and he was whispering something. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. We're all kind of friends here. I don't know why he's telling him secrets. It was just a group of us standing there. And then I said, well, I got to go find this Mantle. And people asked, and then the other thing is like, well, I had some other big cards that I was thinking about buying, but I really got to get this set done first. Well, it turns out that these guys had all kind of got together on something here, and they were tailing me to make sure that I didn't go buy it because it was on my hit list. Oh man. Which was funny because I was about ready to give up on the Mantle. There just wasn't my right grade or the right price or whatever. And I had quite a bit of change in the pocket. And I was like, you know what? Screw this Mantle. I'm going to go buy the big one. So they don't know how close. I was about ready to give up and go buy this card. Like 5 minutes. Matter of fact, if Sticks and Seams didn't text me, I already had one picked out. And I was probably going to overpay for it. I believe it was a 3. But I was prepared to overpay for it because I really wanted this card. And I had told people I was looking at it. So that's what's going on. So these guys, man, my allergies are working up over here a little bit. So we're sitting there enjoying dinner. I made dinner for everybody and grilled out, and we were just hanging out. And all of a sudden, Rick comes in. He's got something in his hand, and starts talking about how the week's been just absolutely awesome, and everything's good, and the food's been great, and the drink, and the camaraderie, and all this stuff, and I can't remember it. I was getting all worked up there just from the get-go, but and then he said, well, the guys all pitched in, and we got you a card. Allergies are just a bad thing, aren't they? I think it was their goal to make me cry, but anyway, they all pitched in. Got me this card. Hold up. All right, back again here. Let's see if we can keep it together here for the rest of this. But this is a card that I was going to buy last year. Didn't pull the trigger on it. I was kind of, I spent my money on other things, I guess. And I said, well, next year we'll put it on the list. And but I want one that's got no wrinkles and a good color. So I was trying to be a little bit picky about it. And, like I said, I thought I had picked one out. And these guys showed up with this. I was going to buy it the next day, to be honest. It's just I had it ready to go. And these guys showed up with this one all pitched in. It's just, that's not the reason why I was doing that. It was a complete surprise. Definitely not needed. But super appreciated. So I put it in one of these national bumpers, so I'll have that to remember. But look at how beautiful this is. Exactly what I was looking for. And actually, James had his hand in it too. So I think James maybe even put in a little bit. I think he had it in his case or something, and helped out with it. And it's an absolute beautiful card. Now, the reason, if you're asking if you're in the grade and whatever, why is it a 1? It's got a little bit of paper loss on the back and whatever, but Piedmont's still pretty visible, which is cool. But who looks at the back of cards? Not too many people. And the front of this one is for a 1. This is the nicest one that I've seen. The front, for sure. Usually they're all like faded or just cracked and wrinkled and really looking disgusting. Nothing against that. Those cards need loving too, but this is an important player for me as a Boston fan, and this is an important card for my collection, just in general. But this one is even more special because it's of who it's from. So thank you, guys. I mean, that's an absolute stunner. Now, for me, I was being a little greedy, and I got myself a bat made up at Cooperstown Bat. I was out there for work in the area, and my little greedy present to myself for doing that was to have everybody sign my bat. So I had them custom engrave it. So here's it's hard to show, but Cooperstown Bat in Cooperstown. I put my 4-leaf on there, but I had them custom engrave Cleveland 2024 into the bat, and I had all the guys at the house sign the bat. There's Dylan, Hardball Crazy, Sticks and Seams, Lou Rock, Vicar Jim, Fisher Bike. Looks like Scott did a little bit of white shadowing on there. So this was my little, I don't know, not greedy, but my little special gift to myself, so that I'd have something to remember the National. But these guys just went above and beyond and made this card happen, and I really I just get watery eyes thinking about it, and can't say thank you enough to my housemates. You guys are all awesome. We had just a phenomenal long weekend there, playing wiffle ball and hanging out, talking cards, eating good food, sharing stories, and just connecting. I say collect to connect all the time, and it really is the best part of the hobby. I'm firm on that, and I'm not moving. So instead of me just sitting here, keep on having watery eyes, I just want to say thank you. Means a lot. Means a lot. So, all right, that's all I got. We can sit here all day and just let the faucets run, but special group of guys. Appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Thanks for sticking along with me on my national recap. It was an awesome national. If you haven't been, you got to put it on your list of things to do, and just get out there and meet some of these people. They're really great people. So thank you so much to all of you guys again for doing this for me. Super special. And thank you guys all for watching and listening to me cry my tears. My happy tears, I guess. Anyway, so if you guys are open to anything, best of luck to you. Don't forget to collect, to connect, and have an awesome day.